Hello, I am Somtar Deo from Team NeoDarks, and today we are going to be talking about the design of a Hyacinth removal machine which we had ideated for the Innovation and Creativity course. This slide will show our team members. So yes, on the agenda we will discuss the introduction, the problems, which is the cause, the context, the comprehension of the task at hand, the check, which comprises of basically the objectives of the machine that we will construct, the construction of the machine, and finally the summary to summarize the entire project we have. Yes, so here we will talk about the introduction of our project. So you may wonder, what is water hyacinth? A water hyacinth is a floating plant which is recognized as one of the world's 10 deadliest weeds, in the sense it has a rapid growth characteristic and can spread very quickly within the water, due to which it can cover a lot of area, surface area of the water very quickly, and this often covers the surface of the lake, preventing the exchange of oxygen within the water, and hence aquatic life is affected, and so is the quality of the water due to the blockage of oxygen exchange. So now, what is the problem statement? We, through this course, we would be aiming towards the removal of hyacinth from rivers or any water sources, and these plants, or weeds as we may call them, are located near in any freshwater bodies, and conveniently also, which is one of the ideas we got for this, was there is a river right next to my society, due to which I got an idea to pursue this and suggested it to my group members. So here we will discuss about the cause and basically the context of a project. So the main issue here, or you can say one of the reasons, would be the destruction of biodiversity due to the existence of hyacinth plants or weeds, the oxygen depletion and reduced water quality due to the blockage of the surface of the water due to these weeds, and it becomes a breeding ground for pests and vectors, and leads to other ecological impacts which further lead to economic impacts. So the comprehension, it basically involves what did we understand, or what are we supposed to do. So one of them is to minimize the contamination of water in ponds, rivers and lakes by using some mechanical remover as per the functionality and usability concerns. Basically, we were to design a machine, or we were to ideate a machine that could remove these weeds and hence make the river a better and cleaner place, and to develop basically a model on this concept design, and so that we can implement this prototype of, say, a mechanical harvester. And in doing so, we would reduce the toxicity of water by removing this weed, hyacinth weed, and we would help safeguard the aquatic life. So the check, basically the final objectives or the benefits of what we would get. So one of them would be, it should be an easy to use product or idea, as in it shouldn't be very complex. It should be easily identifiable, as this is the mechanical harvest to remove the hyacinth weed. It should require less maintenance since it is doing a big job, and to prevent further, and it would be an expensive machine initially, and to reduce this cost further ahead, we would require to make it less maintenance free, and it should be efficient for removing hyacinths. This is the construction of whatever machine or the concept we had thought of, and these would be the parts involved. Include the rollers, the belt, the blade, we have a roller shaft, different types of pinion, the helical pinion, the motor, the gearbox casing, since there would be gears in within it, the pulley belt, the spur pinion, the spur gears. As I said, we would be requiring a gearbox, so it's but natural. The idler shaft, we would require bearings to make the process smooth and to reduce the friction within the gears and the shafts. We would require seals to prevent any leakage of fluid or liquid of the lubricant or any sort, and to prevent air from getting within the gearbox. And we would require an different emit bolts. And so this is the basic construction of our machine, or the idea which we had thought of. And this is the exploded view of the CAD model, which includes the motor casing, different gears acting within it, the rollers, the drive, and the belt drive, the shafts involved within the working of it, and other components, as you can see. This is the construction of a gearbox, which involves different types of gears, including the helical gear and the spur gear, the different type of bearings that are used to reduce the amount of friction acting within the system, and to enhance the life of the gearbox in total. We have the gear casing on the outer side, which is as shown here, and the different bolts that are used to connect and tighten it down to the system. Here is the different view, the right hand and left hand side view of the machine, which we had conceptualized and designed. Here are the relevant calculations regarding the machine and the force required to remove such Hyacinth wheels. We took into consideration various factors, or you can say the ideal factors in doing so, and we found out the torque output required at the shaft of the motor, as well as the efficiency of the machine and the material that was to be used. To summarize, we have found that this idea of the machine to be the most effective at removing hyacinth, and that this model or design that we had come up with is very efficient, is economical, and requires less maintenance due to the fact that it can clear out large amounts of hyacinth without much effort or much power, is what makes it a very good idea, and does not cause much disturbance to the aquatic life, since it will operate at the surface of the water and will not disturb much